Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Wolfenstein 3D! And when last we left off, we were on the final floor of the final episode of the game! There are no more levels beyond this. There is, of course, only one minor downside to this, and that is that I have 1% health. So if anything so much as shoots me, we're dead. Fortunately, these enemies have been defeated. And I've got a theory that there might be a secret in here. The main reason being is that the game would be well, I'm about to say the game would be a bit mean to just throw you into the final level without any form of way to get more ammunition and such. Because if there are a lot of enemies beyond that door, how are you going to do that with, like, 12 bullets and a pistol? Let's find out. Anything? Aha! I knew I was right to suspect that there was something here. But what? Okay, lots of ammunition, I'll take it. Oh, there's more than just ammunition here. There's a lot of health. Right. We're back at full health, full ammunition. Excellent. And I'm going to presume that we're going to need this gun. Let's go. Chain gun! Oh yes, we need that gun. And also, I need to be much more... well, I need to be far more careful with my usage of ammunition there. Actually, what if I just go and fire like that, and then just come into this alcove here? This seems like a much better idea. Let the enemies come to me. Here we go. Good idea. After all, they can only come one at a time. Here we go, grab some ammunition. This seems like a much better idea. A much more careful idea. And I'm probably not going to get actually shot here at all. Or much. There were more enemies than that, though. I'm pretty sure there were more enemies than that. Or maybe there weren't. Oh, yes, there were more. There were indeed more. Careful. Careful. Was that it? I don't believe that was it. No, there was indeed more. There was this person. Oh! That is in fact it. That's all there was. That was a much better way of dealing with that situation. I don't even think we got hurt. That's great. Right, we're going to be using that alcove a lot more. Got to be a little careful, though. We don't want to basically use this alcove too much and then have a situation where all of the sprites prevent enemies from appearing. But we should tread very carefully. Enemies here? You know what? I'm going to try this again. Let's see what happens. We're going to go over here. We're going to wait for the enemies to come to us. I'm pretty sure that they know this is some sort of trap, but hey, it's worth a go. There's a lot of enemies. There's a lot of enemies. I could certainly hear, well, I could hear that there were a lot of enemies. How many there actually will be is another question. And how many of them will just come around this corner? Pretty much all of them. Mainly because that is how they're programmed to actually advance, to actually attack us. Also, I should probably be a little careful. There are a lot of actual bodies here, and the game may start to struggle. The game may start to struggle. Yeah, the game is starting to struggle a bit. Let's move out just a little. Here we go. This is a little bit more manageable. There we go. There are a lot of... there we go. Anyone else? Not yet, there isn't. That's probably made the situation, whatever situation there was out there, a lot more, a lot easier to deal with. Let's grab some of this ammunition and move on, shall we? There we go. Oh, I hear the door opening again. I hear another enemy. We'll wait. We'll wait. Just here. We'll wait very patiently. Patience is most certainly the key here. We most certainly do not want to push too far forward, like that, and then get hit with a lot of bullets. Fortunately, we have a lot of health here, so it's not really that much of a problem. We won't grab all of it. Let's move on, shall we? I think it's probably safe to go out there and have a look. It's probably not at all safe to go out there and have a look, is it? Let's have a look. That was a door opening. Nope, wasn't a door opening. That was probably just a door shutting. There we go. I'm going to presume that that alcove has an enemy in it. I'm right to presume so. There are actually multiple enemies here. Clearly I didn't get all of the enemies that could have actually come to the alcove I was hiding in. There are 2 of them. I'm not surprised that there are 2. This level indeed is going to throw all of the tricks up its sleeve at us, because this is the final level. There's still a lot of enemies here, and some of them are getting shots on us. Oh, there are still a lot of enemies here. How many more? Okay, there doesn't seem to be any more enemies, but I don't trust that. Not in the least. There's gotta be more somewhere. No? No more? Fair enough. Anything in here? No, nothing in here. It was worth checking, though, just in case there was. So there's a door that leads that way. What about this way? Is there a way this way that we can go? Maybe? Do they all come from the... were they all alerted at the same time? I don't actually know. There's another one of those alcoves, though. I'm going to presume, again... Yep. 2 more enemies? 2 more enemies. Is there a secret in this one? Aha! There is a secret. It's not as good as the other secret, mind you, but I will take full health. Full health is nice. I'll also take all of this treasure that's slowly accumulating in these corners. The treasure's good too. Right. Let's go. Let's actually go. And move on. Oh, I was way too fast going around that corner there. Way too fast. There's another room here. It's got loads of enemies in it. Let's just presume it has loads of enemies in it, shall we? Actually, it's got no enemies in it right now. Absolutely none. Okay. Enemies? There's an enemy there. Hello. That was a lot of enemies that had just been alerted. That was a lot of enemies. Gotta be careful. Oh, that was a lot of enemies. That was a lot of enemies. Oh, I'm gonna need the chain gun. Chain gun! I'm gonna need probably more than the chain gun. There's a lot of enemies. Is this the room where I'm gonna fight the boss? I think this is the room where I'm gonna fight the boss. Let's have a look. Can't see the boss. Ah, there's the boss. I believe that boss has 2 weapons. The boss has a chain gun and a rocket launcher. Also, there are more enemies, clearly. There are more enemies that I need to deal with, like this enemy here. And these enemies. Let's be careful. Let's be very careful. Gotta always keep our eyes open for that boss. There he is. There's gonna be more. Oh, there's gonna be more of those alcoves as well. But we really need to deal with all the enemies that are actually in this room. Gotta deal with all them first, so that we don't end up getting killed by them rather than the boss. So where is the... Oh, there you are. There's one. And I can see the boss there. I can see the boss. I'm actually going to back out a bit here and head this way, because there is some ammunition here. There's probably another... Oh, careful. He's pretty fast. He's very fast, actually. He's very fast indeed. Are there any secrets in here? No, there are not. There's gotta be secrets somewhere, though. Probably enemies in here, though. Yes, yes, there are. I'm running low on ammunition. I'm running low on a lot of things. Have I at least dealt with all the enemies that are in here? Oh, hello. Gotta avoid you. Definitely have to avoid you, because this is a very large and open area where I need to be very careful. There's gotta be a secret somewhere, though. Oh, that was the rocket launcher. Don't let the rocket launcher hit you. If the rocket launcher hits you, you're pretty much dead at this point. Could actually backtrack and go and get the... Gotta find a secret in here. There's gonna be a secret somewhere. The only problem is I need to actually find it. And I'm getting basically shot at right now. Yep. That's basically the problem, is that you've got to go find that secret. Basically, I've got to lure him out of the room. That could happen. But really, I don't know where the secret is. I'm pretty sure there is one. There should be one. There usually is one in these levels. Especially where the boss is. Mainly because I don't have very much health or ammunition or anything. It's not in one of these alcoves, is it? Well, I can't see the boss right now. Probably right back. Oh! That was a terrible time to save. So pretty much I need to just run forward to avoid dying. There we go. Do not save there. Aha! I found a secret. It's a good secret too. It's got lots of health. It's got lots of ammunition. Maybe we can defeat him with all this. Let's see what we can do. Oh, he's in here. That is really bad that he came in here. That is really bad that he came in here. Oh dear. Maybe we can run past him? Maybe? That's really bad. Hello, boss. Did you... Oh, you're still in here. Can you actually enter the room? I don't think you can. Hello. I'm gonna run out this way. Like that. There we go. We're out. We're not safe, but we're out. Hello. Oh, careful. There we go. A little bit here. There we go. Got to make sure that we don't overstretch here. Chain gun! A little bit more chain gun, maybe? You gonna come round the corner? Oh, careful. We don't want that rocket launcher to hit us. If the rocket launcher hits us, we're... Oh, like that. Perhaps the solution here to make sure I don't die is to actually move forward. Or just backwards a lot. Oh, that chain gun. Oh, that rocket launcher is just nastier, though. Oh, it's a hard boss, but I can do it. We can do it. It's only a boss. He only has 2 extremely deadly weapons. There we go. A little bit more damage there. I don't know how much damage he takes. Got him! Ha-ha! And so, let's see that again. Let's. The final boss has been defeated. Kills 95%. Secrets only 30. At this point, are you surprised? I'm not. Treasure 62%. Aha! Success. Apologies for the interruption there. We are back. Let's read this final bit of text. The General gasps his last breath, and the free world is safe from terrifying chemical war. You return to headquarters, a Medal of Honor waiting for you. Command informs you of some nefarious activities around Castle Hollowhammer, something about some grey-skinned berserk soldiers, which indeed tells you that the 4th, 5th and 6th episodes actually take place before the 1st, 2nd and 3rd, because then Blazkowicz goes to try to get to Castle Hollowhammer, gets captured, and then goes to Castle Wolfenstein, basically as a prisoner, and that's when you escape from Castle Wolfenstein. You did it! You finished the 6th Wolfenstein episode. You are truly one of the great heroes. The world cheers your name. You get your picture taken with the president. People name their babies after you. You marry a movie star. Yes, you are so cool. The end. It took quite a few attempts to get this little bit of text at the end to actually record. So much so, but this is the 3rd time I get to input my score. Basically, every time you complete it, you get to input your score. So I've technically took the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd places in this scoreboard for episode 6. I could actually go and defeat the final boss 4 more times and then just have nothing but me there. But with the end of episode 6 is in fact the end of the game. Wolfenstein 3D is in fact over. We have done every single level. All 6 episodes and all 10 levels within. All the secret levels included. Yes, even the Pac-Man level. And so, with the end of Wolfenstein 3D, I have to say I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than Spear of Destiny, which most certainly started to suffer near the end from the Rooms of Death, where you'd open a door and there were 50 or so enemies, and then you'd finally manage to defeat them, and then you'd open another door and there were 50 more enemies. To me, that felt like a massive amount of artificial difficulty that basically made the game, it detracted from the fun of the game. Like, the first levels of Spear of Destiny were really good, and then that started happening. Wolfenstein doesn't have that problem so much because it's self-contained in episodes. Every episode is 9 levels, or 10 if you include the secret one. So you can sort of go, the first episode, pretty simple, challenges are not too extreme, and then the second one, it starts at a slightly higher amount of difficulty, and it just slowly steps up. I mean, near the end of episode 6, and certainly in a few parts of 5, there were rooms which had symptoms of the Spear of Destiny room full of enemies. But they weren't the only part of the level, there was a lot more as well, and they were more self-contained, more manageable. And Wolfenstein 3D is a really fun game in the way that the enemies are placed, some of the really tricky things that it does, and the traps that it sets. The omission of a map in the original game is a really big thing. I mean, there are, of course, maps you can now look up on the internet, and there are many mods and things that will actually make the game more user-friendly in that regard. Will allow you to consult a map and many other things. But I decided to play the game the way it was originally released, to see the experience that people who were playing it back then would have had. And while this was not the foundation stone for first-person shooter games, this was certainly one of the very important things that games that other first-person shooter games built on, tried to improve on, to go one step beyond Wolfenstein 3D. The very people who worked on this would go one step beyond it with Doom later. But Doom and Wolfenstein 3D are some of the games that many people remember even now, and many people who were making games afterwards used as, here is Wolfenstein 3D, we want to make something as fun as Wolfenstein 3D. And while Wolfenstein 3D was by far not the foundation stone, as I just said before, it's a very important game, a piece of gaming history, and I encourage anyone to play it because it's a really fun game. You don't have to play it on I'm Death Incarnate like I did. I mean, I was very worried about playing it on I'm Death Incarnate because I thought later on in the later episodes that I would just not get anywhere. There were, of course, some difficulties in some of the levels. The less said about that secret level, which had 75 enemies that all got alerted, the better. But I managed to get through it. But you don't have to play it on I'm Death Incarnate. Play it on whatever difficulty that you enjoy. And so, Wolfenstein 3D and Spear of Destiny have now both been played on this channel. There are other Wolfenstein games. There is Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and there are a few others as well. But for now, I think Blazkowicz deserves a bit of a rest. But what will come after Wolfenstein 3D? Who knows? Truly is a mystery. It could be anything. We have been playing a few first-person shooter games, though, so maybe I might give that genre a bit of a break. But then again, who knows? A game might take my interest that is a first-person shooter game. Sometimes you never know what you're going to be doing until a game just presents itself. But for now, Wolfenstein 3D, a really enjoyable game that I encourage anybody else to play. Because it is enjoyable. Even with that level with 75 enemies. Okay, that was a little bit, that was frustrating at points, yes, definitely. But all the other levels that aren't that level, really good. And so, I'm Kikoskia, and that was Let's Play Wolfenstein 3D. And when we come back, who knows? Who knows what's to come? So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.